So what's going on, baby?
Nothing. Just about to enjoy this beautiful recording session with you.
Oh, okay. I'm down with that. How was your weekend? I know I was there.
You
but
were
for the listeners,
there.
how was your weekend?
My weekend was great. We had a date day on Saturday.
Okay.
So that was beautiful. So we started with the gym and then we came back home, kind of reset, then went shopping a little bit. Then, no, we went to brunch. We went to brunch and then we did a little shopping. And then we came back home and reset again.
Yeah.
And then we went out for dinner and then we went to see Kevin Hart. So that was fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
It was. We laughed so hard. Good God.
Yeah, what was your favorite part of the day?
My favorite part of that day. The whole day was my favorite.
Okay.
Like the whole day was my favorite because we really got to just spend that time together intentionally. Like usually like we work a lot. So like a lot of our time is spent like we're together, but we're also working. But that day was totally dedicated to us just spending time together, flirting, like really like dating and being in that moment with each other. So I enjoyed it every minute. Yeah.
I enjoyed every moment of that day.
Yeah.
Like it was so good to just be us because we've had so many days, especially, like the past couple months or so to where we've been, locked in on parent mode and family mode and stuff like that. So the fact that we was able to just take that whole day and just be us, like that was a good time.
Yeah.
And I'm glad baby girl was able, to hold down the fort here at home and she was understanding, and that really made that day that much more special because we got to really be, present and there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I enjoyed that.
Me too.
And especially the fact that we laughed so much, man. That boy Kevin Hart went crazy.
Boy, I was crying, laughing, like from start to finish.
Yeah, man. What was it, Acting My Age?
Yes.
Yeah, that joint was stupid, man. Look, whatever special he got coming, that thing gonna go crazy.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, if he just tell half the stuff that he had at the set, that we went to, man, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good, man. I think that's probably one of the best ones he's had in a long time.
Yeah, because we went to his last show that when he came here, a couple years ago, maybe. Yeah, this one was way funnier.
Yeah, it's probably one of the funniest ones, man. Like
for sure.
I don't even know which one I could even compare it to, but like out of all of his stand-ups, like this was the one. And then maybe because it was kind of relevant as we even got a little older.
We getting old.
Yeah, so, and some of the stuff he was saying, is stuff that we joke about. So it was super funny, man. Yeah. Like that.
It was a good time.
I don't even want to say that because it was just.
Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
We ain't gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. So, but other than that, anyway, what do you want to talk about today, baby? What's on your heart?
What's on my heart?
I know we had
a question. What was the question?
What was it? It was something along the lines of something that we dang, I forgot what it was too.
Where's your phone?
Oh, dang, I set it down. Hold on, I shall return.
What is happening? Get it together.
You said, what's one thing or one moment that made you realize we were actually doing this right?
Okay.
Even if it didn't look perfect from the outside.
Okay.
That was it?
Yeah. What's one moment that I thought that we got our marriage right?
What's one moment that made you realize we were actually doing this right, even if it didn't look perfect from the outside?
I knew, I don't even know if it's like one moment, but we've been together so damn long. So
right.
I knew we were doing it right when we were doing what felt right to us.
Okay.
When we weren't trying to follow suit with anybody else or ask anybody else what they thought about what we were doing, when we were totally invested in each other and what each other thought about our relationship, what each other's idea of husband and wife was, what we thought that marriage should look like. We were totally into paving our own way. And that's how I knew we were doing it right.
Yeah.
Because can't nobody tell me how to be a wife to you but you. Can't nobody tell you how to be a husband to me but me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So that's how I knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so interesting because, you know, we share a lot of the stuff that we've learned and grown to know to be true in our relationship and our content, right? It's so funny, though, because, like, I'll see so many other people, you know, who have had, you know, pretty successful marriages by whatever means you define that, and, like, sharing advice and things like that. And it's always crazy to me when I hear stuff that nobody ever taught us, but we knew. And things that we've done and operated in that we didn't know would be so, like, I guess important or like critical in building like a meaningful like marriage and relationship, and just knowing that we discover a lot of that stuff just by us being intentional.
Yeah.
Like the points you just made, the fact that we were just willing to just figure it out in our own way. Like we didn't have any guidance, even though we had people who tried to tell us what we should do and how we should think and all of this other stuff or whatever. It's crazy how quickly a lot of that got shut down.
Period.
And we was like, nah, we gonna do this thing our way. And like, who are you to tell us anything when you don't have what we want to have? You know what I mean?
They didn't even have what they wanted to have.
That part.
So that's being honest. Like, let's start there.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And so the fact that we were willing to just go for it and figure it out. I mean, but shoot, that was the same thing that we did before we were married. We were like, hey, you know what? Like, we don't have to have the answer to everything. But as we're going, as we're doing, we can stop, pause, talk to each other about it, see how we feel about certain things, keep each other included, and then we can just grow and figure it out. And even if we don't make the seemingly right decision, at least we were included and we were able to just show up and just be there and just work through it regardless of how that turned out.
Right.
And that, I think, taught us a lot about teamwork and partnership and the importance of just being on each other's side rather than prioritizing always being right and doing the right thing. Because even in our not so great decisions, we still got to see how we respond together in those moments too, which made, when we made the better decisions, that much more better, because we were also able to see the fruits of us making those better decisions and doing those things and working together. So yeah, man, I'm glad to know that we really did decide to like pave our own way.
Yeah. I think it's important to know, like, what is your like definition of right in a relationship. Like, our definition of right or successful in a relationship may look different than someone else who has their idea of what success is. Just because it's different doesn't make it any less successful. So that's why it's really important to actually know like what you value in your relationship, what y'all want for each other, how do y'all want to show up for each other, because you might want to show up like grandma and grandpa and them and it not work out for you the way you try to do like they do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you really got to define what that looks like for you.
Man,
or y'all.
Right. I wish so many more people knew that. I wish people just could understand the fact that you really have to find somebody that you can build your life with, like build your dream or ideal relationship with, and understand that whatever you see anywhere else, yours ain't going to be that. It's going to be your version of whatever perfect looks like.
Right.
And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for a person who's, you know, imperfect to everybody else, but it's perfectly for you. And you can grow into that and build that, because nobody's going to come that way. But finding somebody who you love and care about enough to do the work with. Somebody you love and care about enough to practice with. Yeah. Because that's all it is. We say building and stuff like that, but you're practicing how to communicate better. You're practicing how to love each other better, how to show up for each other, support, how to care for each other. You're practicing these things. You're not going to automatically know how to do that. So you're taking the time to build that with each other, practice that with each other so you can perfect it along the way. And then being okay with pivoting, because how you care for me now
wasn't the same as how you cared for me before. How you supported me now is not the same as how you did it before. And just being okay with going through the ebbs and flows and learning and unlearning in the process. But that's what makes marriage dope. The becoming of marriage.
And you know the best part about that?
What?
I only got to do that with you.
Yes. Oh, I love that phrase.
You're the only person that I have to pay that close attention to. Like, I can learn your patterns. I can figure out, what it is that appeals to you best when it comes to loving you the right way, caring for you the right way. And all of those things, like, I can hyper focus on one person.
Yep.
And that's all I got to worry about. You know what I mean? Just being the best person and the best partner that I can be possible for the woman I decided to spend my life with.
Yes.
And I think that makes it so much like less complicated and confusing. But I think so many people, I think we was talking about this earlier, man, people get together and all they think about, is the attraction and how much fun they have with people. Not realizing, man, that even though I think all of that is important.
It is.
However, you still need to be with somebody who you can build some substance with, who you can actually care about on a deep level, because when life gets real, that's really going to show like the value and the depth of your relationship as far as how you show up then at that point, what type of partner you are at that point, how selfless you are, how willing you are to go the distance with your partner through whatever the situation and the circumstances are, and realizing that it'll be those, challenges and things that you go through that create the depth and the substance that make you want to continue to invest in a relationship. Like, it's not just going to be all of the cool, pretty, Instagram worthy stuff or whatever. Like, it's going to be a lot of real life that you got to grow through. And you have to figure out how to be able to handle each other when life starts to happen, and do that in the most loving and delicate way, or whatever way works for those two people. Like, even in finding out how best to be able to like just tackle life challenges is a skill you have to develop inside of your relationship. And that'll keep changing over time. The way that you have to handle each other, some of that stuff will change over time. The way that you guys handle things as you both grow individually and together, like, all of these things are going to be constantly like evolving and developing. And you have to keep coming back to each other and learning each other all over again, being more interested, more invested, all of these ways to keep building that uniqueness of your relationship, which is why stuff like the things that we do for us now in our relationship work so well, because of what we built that probably wouldn't have been as effective 10 years ago. But we've grown to this point now. And we've built this. Brick by brick. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've built this into what it is right now. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man.
And it's so worth it. Like, I know we talk about building and work and effort and doing this and that, but it's like, it don't even feel like hard or a burden or like work. It's like, I signed up for this with you. Like, I love doing this with you. It's not, I don't know, it's just, I guess, like a labor of love, type thing.
No, because the thing about it is, we could say building and working and all of that stuff, right? But let's put actions behind what that actually means. That's like, on those days, like when maybe we're not feeling as worthy, and the fact that we can sit in each other's company and just be glad to be around each other, like, and have like that intimate silence of us just kind of glancing at each other and smiling, and telling each other that we love each other every now and again. You know what I mean? Like, and enjoying that time. That's work. The fact that, our baby girl can come to us with certain situations and we be like, all right, baby girl, we going to talk for a minute and then we'll get back with you. And us navigate, that's the work. The fact that we actually go outside every day, I get home from work and go for a walk and we catch up with each other, talk about how our day's been, what we've been thinking about and all of that stuff. And we just walk and enjoy each other's company, and it's just me and you. That's the work. You know what I'm saying? The fact that we can just go on a car drive to go and get something to eat or to do something or whatever, and no music, and just sit there and just be present with each other and just talk and enjoy those conversations. Like so many times we pulled up at the gym and sat in the car and talked for an hour before we even got out to go in the gym.
Yes.
And then we just be like, oh, like I just love talking. That is what our work looks like.
Yes.
And so it doesn't look like all of this crazy stuff that you might assume or create in your head.
Right.
Like, it's the fact that we care about each other. We're interested in what's going on in each other's world.
Yes.
We check in with each other every day, and we actually care. When you tell me that you need something, I listen, and then I try my best to do that the way that you said that you need it. Because I care about supporting you, loving you, being there for you the way that you need it, and you do the same for me.
Absolutely.
That is what the work looks like. It's giving a damn about the person you decided to spend your life with. And we don't call that work because we actually enjoy being together.
Yes.
So when you say a labor of love, it's like, no, bro, this is just what I enjoy doing. So I don't look at it like labor or work.
Yes.
Like, this is my favorite person, and I'm just learning, growing, and figuring out how best to be the best version of me possible. So that way the best version of me possible can be the best husband possible to the wife, to my wife. Like, this ain't work, bro. This is what I signed up for. This is what I decided to commit my life to.
Literally chose this. Yes.
So when we say the work and the grinding and the building, this is what we're talking about. Doing marriage on purpose.
Right.
That's the work.
Yes. I love the way you said that. That's
so
perfect. That's perfect.
Like unpack this.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's so
the way
good.
that we talk to each other about, money and finances, or when you're not feeling well about something that you want to try, and I got to be able to talk you through that thing and encourage you and stuff like that. Or when I'm having, a down day, in the way that you might come and maybe you say something, or maybe you just like rub my back and just tell me like, hey, I'm gonna just hold you because I like being cuddled by my wife. You know what I'm saying? Or you being able to tell me something that I need to hear, or just hearing me out, or vice versa. Like, that's the work, man. It's just giving a damn on a deep level about the person you with.
Absolutely.
That's the work.
That is the work. Oh, that's so good.
Because I don't want people to be sitting over here thinking that it's something deeper than it actually is. It's just caring.
Right.
Caring is the work. It's the necessary work. And I think the way we care for each other now is at a whole new level. And the way that we show that in our actions, and even the way that we handle stuff now. I mean, granted, life has gotten more complicated. We got a teenager now.
Oh, yes.
We about to transition into that empty nester phase in a little bit. We got a puppy, house and stuff like that. So life is more complicated, but we're handling it so much better. And the way that we've grown into this, has been amazing, man.
Yeah.
We've handled each other well through all of these, new things that we've encountered in our lives together.
I absolutely agree. I love you.
I love you.
I know you do.
With everything in me.
I know. Definitely know.
How you know? What makes it obvious?
What you mean?
What
You treat me
makes it
so
obvious?
good or whatever. Like, no, you're good. You're really good to me. You love me. You support me. Like, I couldn't ask for anyone better. Like, you are him.
Thank you, baby. And you're her.
Like, seriously. I mean, I feel like I told you this like the other day. Like, you inspire me in so many ways. Like, you make me want to be a better wife, a better mom, a better woman. Like, you make me want to make an impact in this world. You've helped me become a visionary. Like, bro, I swear I didn't have no imagination until like I met you. Like, you made me, like, I had like certain goals, but I couldn't like see, like you helped me be able to see my dreams and like actually make things happen. You know what I'm saying? So, you done changed my life.
I tell you this.
You done changed my life. Like, I really, oh my God.
It's been great being here with you. I mean, because I feel like a large part of the reason that I'm able to dream and see things the way that I do, like you played a large part in that. You know what I mean? Like my dreams, my desires and ambitions and things like that, like a large part of that came from, you know, the way that you love me and the way that I want to be able to take care of you and our family and stuff like that too. So
Yeah.
as you've expanded me, you know, that's allowed me to be able to pour some of that stuff right back into you and, you know, and expand your mind, your worldview as well. So we've definitely equally done that for each other. And now I think what we've gotten much better at is exchanging that between the two of us. And that's been like a really, really dope thing to see. To be able to like cast a vision and then like impart that in somebody. And then also like me being able to do things, you know, that inspire you to move and action and like do things quickly and stuff like that. The same way you put that same kind of fire in me, you know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah.
now we really are, you know, like exchanging some of those same things that have inspired and motivated the both of us.
Yes.
And I think it's dope that we actually get to share that. And yeah, man, it's a dope place to be in.
It is.
And I feel like we recently kind of just found that space. You know, 11 years in now, but shoot, now you know the ball is rolling, man. It's up from here.
It is.
It's up. But anyway, man, now we just talking. It's really on us now. But we really hope that you guys got some value out of this. Of course, we did, because I always enjoy talking to my favorite person.
Same, baby.
And but other than that, family, thank you so much for spending this time with us. We hope you guys were able to take something out of the conversation, you know, that you can actually use and apply to your relationships, you know, to your lives or whatever the case may be. But until next time, family, my name is John Tron. This is my beautiful queen.
Adoria.
And we are one dope couple. And until next time, peace and love.